Yay, I'm so glad you're here today. Last session we talked a lot about symmetry and asymmetry, and we cut out lots of shapes, well, 3 shapes, and we are going to use them in this session to learn how to make these cool paper cards using our radially symmetrical flowers and our symmetrical and asymmetrical leaves. Hello, my talented artists. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's think about the radial in radial symmetry. If we look at a sun's rays, they are all coming off of a central point, the center of the sun. They are radiating. Let's look at a pizza. If we use the idea of rays coming from a central point and dividing up the shape equally, we will know if a shape is radially symmetrical if all those shapes are pretty much the same shape, like the slices of a pizza. And we can find radial symmetry in flowers, starfish, snowflakes. So keep a sharp eye out for radial symmetry. Last session, we cut out 2 radially symmetrical flowers, one with 8 petals and one with 4 petals. If you're looking at your 4-petal flower and you wish that you like it, but you wish you had more petals, I'm going to show you how to add 4 more petals. So definitely start with your circle in the middle. Fold your paper twice so that you can still see part of that circle. Fold the original flower twice. Match up those circles, or the curved line that you can see of the circle, and trace it. I want you to use a pencil. I'm using a pen so you can see it. And then you're going to just cut it right out. And you are going to have 2 of the exact same flower shape. And I can put them one on top of each other. To make your flower pop up, you can curl those petals. This will make your card more sculptural. When you're curling, kind of got to press the tip of the petal on your pencil or crayon, whatever you're using to curl it up. And then one could be flat and one could be curved, or both of them can be curled up. And of course you can also do this with your 8-petal flower shape as well. These petals would be nice curled, so I'm going to take the tip, roll it. Sometimes I got to lift it up to curl it around. You go slow. I'm going to speed up the video, but I want you to be really careful because paper is definitely fragile. I love these with a little leaf underneath. Pause the video to try these cutting and curling techniques. We have all of our fabulous symmetrical and asymmetrical shapes to make our cards with. So if you want to glue down a flat shape, we need to make sure that the glue goes all the way to the edges of your shape. So don't worry about glue in the middle. So you are just going to take a little glue and sort of spread it all the way to the edge. I know it does get your finger messy, but make sure you do it thoroughly, and make sure that you do it quickly because glue can dry, and once it dries it doesn't stick very well. So make sure you're spreading the glue all the way to the edge of your shape, all the way around, and then you are going to press it down onto your paper card. Now I don't want mine going off the edge because that tip is kind of fragile, but you can have pieces going off. You're going to have sticky fingers. Just wipe it on your messy papers Don't worry about the glue too much on your fingers. You can also kind of go like this to get the glue off, but don't spend too much time picking glue. We'll wash hands at the end of class. What you will notice, because I didn't press this shape down, is that it's not really sticking. So remember, it's very important to press it down so that it lays flat. If you do get glue on your finger, do wipe it. And if you notice that when you put the glue on, you're getting a lot of glue on your finger, you might be using too much glue. And if you notice that when you press it on, glue mushes out like that, that means you haven't spread it flat. So much glue shouldn't be mushing out. In fact, I'm going to peel this up and wipe some of this glue off because that's just too much glue. Remember that when you are applying your glue, you want a thin layer spread to the edge. I can tell that's too much glue because so much is coming off onto the messy paper underneath. To avoid having a big gluey mess that squishes out, make sure you're using just the right amount of glue and always spread it out thin on the piece of paper that you are about to press down. Make sure you press hard all around the edges of your shape. And you can also take the palm of your hand and press it down, but definitely spend a little time with each shape pressing it down so that it lays flat, and then check it. I think that one is laying pretty flat. So with a shape that is popping up, I'm not going to put glue all the way around the edge. That would not be important, but I do want to make sure that the glue goes on the side with the pencil. There, make sure you get a little glue and just wipe it right in the middle. And then we can press. Whenever I press, I like to sing that little song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do, 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 do. Now the other one. I still have glue on my finger. I'm just going to wipe it there. I think I need a little more, though. That's not enough. No, I didn't forget 5 and 7. They're here. Now, I don't want them to stack right on top of each other or I can't see the petals, so I'm going to turn it a little. Now I'm going to press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do, 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 do. My 2 layers of petals are the same color. You can do them different colors and you will be able to see them better because they'll contrast, or they could be the same color. Either way is fine. You get to decide because you're the artist. To create more contrast, I want to add a center to my flower. So if I want to cut out a circle shape, I can do that same technique I did to make a radially symmetrical shape by drawing a circle in the middle and then folding it twice. It won't be a perfect, actually, you know what? I don't think that's big enough for that. So I'm going to open it up again. And this time I'm going to draw a bigger circle. It doesn't matter that the smaller circle is there because this is the side I will glue. I'm going to aim for the fold to be in the middle of the circle I drew. So I folded my paper twice, and now I'm going to just cut along that curve. Again, it won't be a perfect circle. Let's see what it looks like. But it will be radially symmetrical. And that's pretty circular. And now I can glue that right in the middle. And that really adds a nice pop of color. And here's another fun thing you can do. You can fold your contrasting color paper that you want for your center. Fold it twice. And get out a cool new tool and punch out some little circles. When we repeat a shape or line, we create texture. A lot of times in the center of a flower, if you've inspected them, you may have noticed that there's a repeating shape over and over. So I do love to have a repeating shape. Here's the fast way to add it. Just sort of spread glue in the center, and then you can use your gluey finger to pick up. I'm going to put one in the center, and I'm going to go around it like I'm making a little flower in the center. But you can do a scatter pattern. You can experiment with what you like. I think that's all I want to do. I think that looks really good. the way it is. Now it's your turn to put all your shapes together and use your fantastic gluing techniques to make an amazing card. If you want to learn the other lesson that I use these radially symmetrical paper cutouts for, it's a really cool clay one using slab construction. Click right, I think right about there. Yeah, here it is. Click this one. It's a good one. They like it.